This is just a small bit of 150 videos we've done over the last X amount of years. But each one of them was an experience and a learning experience.
Well, I mean,
it's my office. That's a great question. The rise of the 5D/7D generation, the rise of Final Cut Pro, basically the ability for anyone with a few $1,000s to have the means to direct, edit, produce, and then you also have the whole YouTube generation. You can put your stuff out by yourself. I love it personally because I think what it's going to do, it already has revolutionized the business. But on top of that, there's no more barriers that used to be in this industry. Like when I first started 10, 15 years ago, it was a very select few people that could do a music video. You had to have a really large budget to make it happen because MTV and BET had certain standards. You had to shoot on film. They weren't even accepting videos if it wasn't shot on at least 16mm film. Most of them were shot on 35mm film. So what basically happened is nowadays you have outlets aside from MTV and BET where you can play, anyone can upload a video, and if it's creative enough and has enough buzz, you already have a fan base right there, and you could skip the whole network television and cable television aspect. That's something great about technology. The other great thing about technology is any kid who has desire to be in this business can basically have the tools to do it now. And I think the next great filmmaker, and it's being proven when you watch these videos on the web, the next great thing is going to be from some kid in his basement who just has this revolutionary idea, and now he has the tools to go out and film it and edit it and color it and add effects to it all by himself. So you just X'd out like 100 people out of the process that is the standard traditional way of doing filmmaking, and now you got a couple guys with a couple cameras and you basically could change the world. So I definitely encourage the 5D, 7D thing. Like obviously from a standpoint financially, it has cut budgets because people have the ability to do things. So there's a lot more able directors and a pool of directors, and it's like the fact that you can do it cheaper is basically slash budgets. Unfortunately, that doesn't substitute the fact that you still need to know what you're doing as a filmmaker. You still have to have creativity. You still need to learn and study your craft to put out something great. Not anyone that just gets a 7D or a 5D camera is all of a sudden a filmmaker. You definitely still got to study your craft, and every day is a learning process. I'm still learning myself, and I try to humble myself as much as possible to learn from anyone, from the young kid who just picked it up or is showing something new to yourself that's filming me right now. So I think it's a great time for filmmaking actually. Well, conquering I think is a big word. I have been blessed to work a lot in the music video field and got my feet wet in the commercial field, but the big screen is the ultimate goal, and that's where you will see me next. I'm making sure that the first portrayal is the right portrayal as far as a film goes, because it is a long process of writing the script, editing the script, finding actors, finding investors, shooting, post-production. That process can take a year, if not longer. So it's a big investment of time, and I just want to make sure when I attach myself to a project that it's the right project. I love film. I love the ability to capture an audience for 90 minutes or more versus a music video, which is just 3 minutes, or a commercial, which is just maybe 30 or 60 seconds. So to take somebody on a story and introduce characters and bring the audience into their world is something that I think would be super satisfying for me as a director, and hopefully for the audience as well. So definitely look out. Gil Green will be stepping into that world very soon. If I wasn't directing film or music videos, commercials, I'd more likely be involved some way in the aspect of the music business, I believe, because music is my heart, it's my passion, and I don't know, maybe I would be DJing or managing an artist, or I mean, I do those things anyways. For a little bit I was managing a production crew out of Miami that did music. Rice and Peach Productions, Melody, and you know, I still DJ at my house all the time, and that's how I started out, as a DJ in high school, in college as well. So I think I'd be involved in some aspect of the music industry, and if it wasn't in that industry either, I'd probably be teaching, because I love to work with people that want to get knowledge, young kids, or just anyone that's able to, willing and able to learn. So I think there's some sort of satisfaction out of passing on knowledge. So that'd probably be what I'd be doing, is maybe a teacher somewhere. Advice to young filmmakers is to be driven by your passion. Don't worry about the money. The money will always follow the passion. If you're passionate about what you're doing and you're good at what you're doing, the money will follow. So always take it upon yourself to apply yourself to new projects. If you have an idea for some sort of visual, go out and shoot it. Like I was saying before, like, you can get a camera, or your buddy's got a camera, go out and shoot it. Do a little project. If you want to do a 15-second commercial, do a 15-second commercial. Start building your reel at an early age, because the only way you're going to get a job, a legitimate job, is when you show other people stuff that you've done before. So you need to create a director's reel, and you need to be able to show people that. And at the end of the day, don't fear nothing. Don't worry about failing. You're going to have to fail. It's a learning process. It's a good process. And most people that are successful in whatever they do have failed along the road to that success. So once you can exit out the fear factor, the world is really yours. Go get it. Yo, what's up? This is Gil Green, and you're logged on to ItsMyCulture.com.